So it says, but the plan did not fail the barbarians. For they ordered that the leaders of them commanded on the entire battle line.
Girl, hold up.
Okay. Okay, so on this one, this part up here, this Barbaries, J. Pruitt takes the date of Annabelle.
Okay.
So I said, the plan was not lacking for the barbarians, but the way Madison did was great too. Okay. Okay, so on this next part, you have Duquesne marked as accusative, but I had it marked as nominative.
And is that an indirect command? Or is it just...
But then I have a it is an indirect command. So, okay, so for the leaders of them, right, ordered
So it ends at Conventiale.
what says Duquesne is accusative subject. The infinitive governs the indirect command. Okay, so I guess it's accusative. Literally, I have like accusative crossed out, nominative crossed out, accusative. Obviously, I'm confused. Okay, so what they're saying is they, meaning the officers, ordered that the leaders and commanded that
Not anyone on the entire battle line leave from that location.
yeah, so like yeah.
So is it like an indirect inside an indirect?
Well, okay, so yeah, the use a runt governs both an indirect statement. So duces to pronuntiare is an indirect statement.
Mm-hmm.
And then ne quis to existimare is an indirect command.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Hold on, it goes all the way down here, I think, to existimare. Okay, and then this quis, because it comes after ne, is really what?
Aliquis.
Aliquis, yeah.
And that the loot was theirs.
Okay. The loot. I always say booty because I'll never forget that it means booty. Like the pirate's booty.
And
You'll never forget that pridon means booty. You might forget it means loot. You'll never forget it means booty.
this part, like, I don't know. I have in that it of the Romans has been reserved for them whatsoever.
I got that there was kept in store for them whatever the Romans had left behind.
Can you repeat that?
So
I'm not sure I can do it again.
where does
Okay, hold on. And guess you had to put. It's like an indirect statement. You know, like that Elorum esse pridom is accusative. I mean, it's an indirect statement based on, it's like a dependent of a dependent clause. Okay, then that reservori is the same deal. I wonder if reservo takes the dative. No, because I didn't make it in the dative. Okay, so you could say, and it was, like the booty, was being reserved for them. Whatever things the, well, and this telling you the kind of booty, whatever things the Romans had left. And that's a relative clause characteristic.
So after the part that says like, not anyone on the entire battle line leave from that location, is that when that comes?
Yeah, so like you're looking at it like you were diagramming a sentence, okay? Okay, this would be your main clause right here, okay? Then like dependent off your main clause would be like this, okay? Would be that, depending off your main clause, from here to here. Well, from here to there, and from, I don't know, they say that this is some sort of like potential subjunctive or something weird. What does it say?
What does that mean?
It's a jussive subjunctive.
What is that?
It is a main clause. It's a subjunctive of wish. Okay. Okay, and then like this is its own subjunctive clause. Okay, so that would be like level 2. This would be like level 2, like underneath this part. Okay, and then this sucker is dependent on this clause, and it would be level 3. That kind of makes sense? So like this part would be like double brackets right here, because it's dependent off of this other clause right here.
Can we use like the squiggly braces for that? Just when we're writing up squiggly braces.
Sure, but you can do it in like a different color or something. I mean, Angela has 57 colors. Yep.
So the Elorum to
Okay, so I need to send y'all something on what is the potential or volative subjunctive, yes?
that'd be
And
handy.
could you post 24-3,
Yep.
because I didn't catch that one.
Yeah, yesterday I don't have a lot of yesterdays.
Okay, and I'm gonna do 24
If not,
These words are potential subjunctive. Okay, so you're gonna say, it's like how you say like, you know, let's go Cubs. Ayamus Katun, right?
You posted about that, didn't you?
Yeah, it's something you wish might happen.
Okay.
You hope that they win the World Series, even though Dr. Simone is not. Okay, so,
Therefore, let them think that everything has been put aside into victory.
I would say in victory.
Of fighting, they were equal in both virtue and enthusiasm. Our men though they were forsaken by their leader and by Fortuna. However, placed all hope of safety in virtue. And each one ran forward as often as the cohort.
Okay, hold on. Instead of virtue, let's say they placed all of their hope of safety in courage. Okay, because it's not like virtue, like I'm a good person. It's courage, as in I have the guts to do what it takes.
And what came after that?
All of their hope of safety.
Well, no, I got that part.
Hold on, in courage. I'm getting it from Brianna.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't have anything after.
Does that make sense? And, okay.
Each one ran forward as
Well, yeah, I think I'd start out with as often.
No. However, place all safety and courage.
All hope of safety and courage.
Is that it, or is there something before we should?
And,
Okay.
okay, I would start off with the as soon as. Or as often as.
often as the cohort. Each one ran forward.
Hold on. I said as often as each cohort had run forward. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, what happens?
From that side, many numbers of the enemy were falling.
Yeah, a great number of the enemy was fallen. What does that mean?
So basically, like, the Roman situation sucks, but they're like, hey, we're just gonna fight. And so apparently that's going pretty well for them.
Yeah, they had to like find it within themselves. But see, it says they were deserted by their general and by fortune, so it's kind of like, I've written on the side, following a leader means doing your duty to your country. However, if you don't have a leader, leaders will rise up, from among the group of men, or everybody's gonna die. So then I have
So-
have you ever seen the movie A Few Good Men? Have y'all seen the movie? Like, what we have here is a failure to communicate. You've never seen A Few Good Men?
It sounds familiar, yeah, but I haven't seen it.
With,
Never actually watched it.
they have, Al Pacino in it,
I don't remember.
Tom Cruise.
I mean, I know what you're talking about.
It's one of those movies that comes on Lifetime or something in the afternoon. The Malay Massacre, anybody know anything about the Malay Massacre?
Yeah,
No,
we-
Me Live.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah.
what's the guy's name?
Tim O'Brien.
No,
I was like,
The guy.
the guy who got court-martialed.
oh.
We get this wrong all the time.
Oh, I think it was,
It starts with a C.
are you talking about the guy that, like, ordered it?
Yeah, and he got
Custer.
court-martialed.
No, that was not. Oh, goodness, it was,
It's a weird name.
yeah.
I looked it
I
up
thought it was, like,
once.
Nick something.
Corduroy.
Yeah, I thought it was Mick something too.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so I compared this section to Book 4, Section 33, with the British and their chariots, because I think that you can compare their style of fighting in that book to this paragraph. So that might be a good essay topic, in my personal opinion. Okay, so
Okay, so we start out with an ablative absolute, right? So we got with this thing having been noticed. Okay, then we got ambiorix, our friend ambiorix. Ambiorix does what? Orders. And then we got a present passive infinitive here.
The next one.
Yep, orders it to be announced that, we got an indirect command here. That, what do? They, or that,
They bring the weapons.
They throw weapons.
they throw weapons. Of course they do. They throw weapons from a distance. Right, that's that pro cool.
I'm pretty sure it should just say they throw weapons.
And they do not approach nearer and okay, and into whatever part the Romans attack, and it says this is a relative clausive characteristic. Into whatever part the Romans attack, they retreat.
Whose side is Ambiorix
Ambiorix
on?
is on not the Roman side. Okay, so we got, like, look, you got Roman, 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 Roman. Okay, going this way. And you think it'd be, you know, Gaul, 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 going this way. Right? But they're not. Okay, the Gauls are going this way too. What's going to happen then?
I feel like they're just
Gonna run in.
I feel like they're gonna,
Yeah, they're going to surround the Romans. Yeah. Okay. Okay, then we got okay, these two, we got two ablative phrases, like with the lightness, like the light, not heavy, like with the lightness of their arms, like weapons. And with daily practice. Okay, and this kind of sets up, it says it sets up an indirect statement with posse being an impersonal whatever. So that it is able for them to be harmed. Not at all. So in other words, they're so buff, Okay, that even with retreating while the Romans are attacking, they're not going to get hurt because it's like, Whitehaven versus Houston. They're just that much better.
So, Ambiorix, I thought Ambiorix like started on the Roman side because they were talking about him when they were like.
They were trying to decide whether they should take Ambiorix's plan. Yeah, he was tricking them.
So, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like is Ambiorix's real name because Ambi means both, and then Ix is just kind of like the thing that's stuck on all the Gauls' names. So does that just mean like both Gaul?
I don't know. I never thought about that. I don't know.
Just calling him like basically naming him Renfield.
I don't know. Okay, so we got, again, they follow. Okay, and this is Ambiorix's men. They follow them. Retreating to their standards. So basically what Ambiorix was saying was throw your weapons from a distance. If they attack, then you retreat. But if they retreat, then you attack. Okay, so we start off with an ablative absolute. This command, having been observed most carefully by them, okay, this goes with this. This is a cum temporal clause. How do I know that it's temporal? Because my verbs are not subjunctive. So it means things that we know actually did happen. So we got when any cohort had come out from the circle and had made an attack, the enemy was fleeing was fleeing back with the let's say most quickly. Meanwhile, it was necessary, and this is an indirect statement, that part was left unprotected. Or you could say that part was being left uncovered and was receiving weapons. No, sorry, that's wrong. And weapons were being received from the open side. See, this is our present passive infinitives. So basically, it was unavoidable for that part to be exposed and for weapons to be received on the open side. There was nothing that they could do about it.